Okay, and I think almost everyone has already here. Miss Lily told me that she will be a little bit late. Okay, now so we start. Where is Mr. Camille? I think.
I send him a message. Don't worry.
Okay, okay, sure. So now let's start. Mr. Christopher told me that he has some activity tonight with his club, so he won't be here, and we will just review the game. So this is a normal start. Yes. So here is the first question. Usually, we will white just extend. So I think here you shouldn't Tanuki because after being Hane, I think the white stone, this one, the A stone is a little bit alone and weak. So just the extent would be better. Extent, and if I don't think that black will just invade because this is still very big. If black, if you extend and black to reinforce his corner, you can get this big point again, or you can get this one. I think this one might be bigger, and this is just an option because if you play here and black Hane, I think the stone of white is really weak. Okay, so let's continue. After these moves, black got a sente. I think maybe black should reinforce here, or black can make this extend again, and then he will play something like this. So if you go here, I think this might be a strategy for black. So to capture this white stone is one strategy, and to get this one is more aggressive. So this both are okay. And now I think maybe black should choose this side. This side would be better because actually you say you kill this one stone, but you pay for the corner. You pay for one corner, and this might be not a good choice for black. And we know that in this corner, the Juseki AI gives us a Juseki is to Hane, connect, and to make this tiger mouth. So this is a Juseki in the corner, and actually you make this wedge. I think this wedge is not good enough because you will lost some territory. So Mr. Bagash, you made a good compensation in this corner, but I think Mr. Christopher made some bad decision in this area. Okay. So if anyone has question, just ask. And I think if I just talk about this and talk about this is too boring. Okay. So white get Sente and make this invasion. I think this would be a really close game. And which side would you like to choose, Mr. Gamil or Mr. Yan or Mr. Zururu? And anyone you can give me your idea,
Hmm.
Mr. Bothomir or Mr. Bagash.
I like play d3, but yes,
D3, right? Okay. Yes, Mr. Bothomir gave me that he would like to play white because seems that white have some flexible. You like to make this first and then attack as rear. This one, right? Mr. Yan, would you like
Yeah.
to? Okay. So this one seems good. Seems good, but I think I still want to remain the uh, potential in the middle. So now we see that black get into the middle so easy. This one, I mean, I want to play something like this because I want to remain the. This is my expectation of white. Actually, this is my expectation. But seems good for white. Black maybe have some other strategy or maybe have other moves. Okay, so black attack from this side. E2. Okay, you mean this one? I here are two options. Yes, two options for white. These two moves are all sente for white, but sometimes professional players will just remain it because sometimes you need the A for sente, sometimes you need B for a sente. So if black play this one, play B, you can just get A and then cover the territory, cover the black. Now we see the white's territory is really solid, so this is good. Okay, don't be too nervous to get B because if you play this first and then get this side, I think maybe black can just invade because now we see this is really uh weak right now. The A place is maybe have something in this area. Okay, so that's my point. Let's see the game. Let's see the game. Mr. Bagash play this one and let black to connect. But I think this connection might be not good enough. These two moves has already gained some benefit, and I think if I were black, I might turn into the corner. I might turn into the corner. Okay. So this moves. Yes, I think white is. Yes, Sansan. Of course, of course. I think Sansan is also the same with this D3. These two moves are okay. Yes. Atari and I think black is killing himself because this move seems not good enough. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Here, Mr. Bagash, what if black just get Sansan place? So it will lost a big corner. I think if I were white, I must get this point in 1 second. This is so big. This is extremely big. So how do you think about this area? Why don't you play this one? It's too big. It's good. Okay. Now let's see. Here, black make this move in order to expand his territory in middle. Okay, so I think white get Hasente here. Wow, this is good for white. And get this one. So we see that this group of black with a triangle here, I think this is really strong. So you don't need to make this bend. I think a knight move is faster and more flexible. If I were white, I will choose this one. Okay, so but I still believe that this is too big. This is huge. About 20 or 30 points. 30 points is not a small end game in this situation, so this is too big. So black still expand his territory, expand his uh, potential, and now we see white is leading. This is good for white, but I think this side might be bigger because after you make these moves, now we see uh, we have one defect for black for in this area. The second is that you can invade in this area. So this the move C move does not only expand your territory, but also it gives some defect for black. But you see that if you play here, if you play D place, you still got some defect at E because he will make leave easily. This is a incentive for black, so it's not easy for you to play here, but black got this one. And now we see you cut again, you cut at B point again. It's not easy to capture the black stone A. Okay, now let's continue. Wow, this move is seems really interesting, but you can solve it. Great, solve it. Oh, I think this is uh, it's too strong. This is too strong because we see after if black when I first see this move, if I were black, I will be really happy because here's my opportunity to break into your big territory. So let's see how Mr. Christopher do. Okay, sure, he will just invade into your territory. I think this will be really hard for white right now. Uh, let's see. If I were white, I will play this or play this one in 1 second. This is too big because after you being invade, I think your territory in this area will be still being influenced. Now, wow, you play this one. I think this might be a misclick. You click on the wrong place. Is that right, Mr. Bagat? No. So why you play this one? I think this might be a mistake. I think Honey and Connect is good. It's good because if he play here and this Atari has some RG of Sente, you can play this as well. And if he block, you can kill him with a coal in this corner. So Honey and Connect is good, but this one seems I don't know. You sacrifice one stone, but for nothing. Just like misreading. I think this one is a misreading. Okay, okay, and now let's continue. Okay, play this one. I think black still makes some mistake in this corner, but it's acceptable. Black now is Now let's make some territory calculation. Okay, for the upside, black got about 25 points or about almost 30 points. The bottom right corner 25 as well. The corner on the left side 10 points. Okay, so in total 60 points for white. Almost about 60 points, but now we see this is not solid. If black invades into this area, white is a little bit dangerous. Okay, let's continue. Black block white into this area, but I think it will be really complicated. Wow, why don't black Atari this area? If Atari, what will you do, Mr. Bagash? What will you do? Or others, other participants, please give me your answer. What will G14? Of course, you will connect. But what about this one? K16. Okay. Okay, sorry. K16. You mean play this first? But I will capture your stone here. Okay, you can talk about it. So you can talk about how do you think, but just don't need to type. You can just talk about it. Uh, I cannot hear you. I can hear you. Yes. 2 seconds. I think if you play this one and I can capture your stone. I think white will in a dilemma. I think
Excusez-moi. Je l'avais pas vu.
yeah, hello. I think white will meet in a dilemma. So this area, let's think about this area. So what is the best move for white? I have already seen one, and I want you to think about this. I want you to think about this really carefully because this seems like a really interesting life and death question in the game. Think about this and give me your answer. So let me talk about this. So if I were white, I will okay. I think I will Hane first, Atari first, and then I think I will
A2
Atari
A2 is really big, no? It's Seiki Sente.
A2.
Seiki Sente, no?
Which one? Which one you mean?
A2.
A2. This one?
Yeah.
There is nothing.
Oh.
Yes, white will be killed. There is nothing in this area. Okay,
Oh yeah.
so
Sorry. Yes.
yes. So in this area, I think if I were white, uh, sorry, I will take back one move more. I think I can make something like this. This is really complicated, but maybe might be useful. This might be a choice for white, but it's okay. It's complicated, too complicated, and I'm not sure if this can work, but actually I believe that this is not work. And push this one is unbelievable because white can get out easily. Okay, let's see. After these moves, white can, yes, white make leave here. Okay, so this will be a really long game since these moves are moved. I don't know what this means, but seems that white is waits gives black some territory. If you play here, and there might be 9 points for black, but you play these moves, black got about 10 points. So yes, misreading. Okay, so but you just lost 1 point in this area, so that would be acceptable. Okay, so this one I think yes. Let's continue. So I think might be this push is really big because you make 1 cutting point for black, but after this Atari, black is really solid, and also this claw is really big. So I think if I were black, I will white, I will push and claw, and to make this move. So this will be my choice, but I think this will be a really interesting game. Who won? Okay, let me see. Who won? Okay, black wine. White win? Really? White won by you won the game against a 2 dan. Okay, let's see. Here might be the last chance for black. Okay, this will be a really bad seize. Wow, this move I think is a losing move, right? This will be a losing move. He's killing himself. If I were black, I will just play here directly. And if you play this one, I can cut. So this will be really dangerous. And this will be only choice for black or for white. And so this C is killing the black. Okay. Uh, anyway, wow, it's cannot be unbelievable, but congratulations to Mr. Bagash. You are you were a Q player, but now you won the game against a 2 dan player. That's unbelievable. That's also be really happy for me to see your progress. Also, Mr. Bagash keep doing his. No, it's not only lucky. You keep doing your life and ask questions. You always have the interaction with me, and you always participate in the class. So I'm really happy to see your progress. You see this game, you didn't made many mistakes. That's a big progress. That's a big progress. So here I want to make some conclusion. First, I think this is really big. Okay, is 1 dan, 2 dan? Yes, not big difference. Yes, good, really nice. And let's see. Let's make some conclusion. So this extent is very important. After being at Hane, I think the 8 stone is really weak. And here, I think if I were black, I will choose this side. Is 1 dan? Really? I thought he was 2 dan. Okay. Okay, sure. 1 dan. So that would be acceptable. But I think still, I think Mr. Bagash still make a big progress, and this is high quality game. This is a high quality game because both of them didn't make some huge mistake. Didn't make some huge mistake. So if I were black, I will honey because this is a Joseki for uh, this will be a Joseki for AI, and if you connect, this will be a Senti for black. Okay, so this area might be some tiny details, and in this area, I think white gets some benefits because Senti, and also white gets some territory. So this one very good. Jump good, but I think black should get into the corner, or just like Mr. Zuru told me, this Sansan place is also really big, really nice. Okay. After these moves, I think white should get the corner. It's so big. After this sacrifice, white is leading, and still this is too big. I just want to re-emphasize and emphasize and emphasize that this is too big. Okay. So I think here might be a good chance for black, and if white to reinforce himself, white will win. But actually, this exchange or this I think this exchange might be not really clear for white. So, Mr. Bagash, I think you made a good job in this game, but sometimes you need to know which side is bigger. You need to find the biggest points in the game. For example, this corner, and also, for example, in this area, you sacrifice not only the territory in this side, but also you made your group very weak on the upper side. So I think Mr. Christopher maybe missed something in this area, but anyway, you made a good job in this game. You win this game. This is the most prior thing in your one game. Congratulations. Okay, now let's see another game.